Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video we are going to continue on variable types for core Java. So let's start with the instance variable. So instance variables are variables which are declared in a class, and these variables are declared outside any method body or constructor, and these are non-static methods. These are non-static variables declared inside a class. And if you are initializing instance variables, then the default value it takes, you don't have to initialize the instance variables. Coming back to our Eclipse editor, I have created a instance.java class, and I have a demo class created, and we have a public static void main class. Now let's create a variable here, int a equal to 10, int b, I'm not assigning any value to b, and string name, last name equal to abc, for example. Now these variables, whatever I have created, these variables I have created inside class demo. If I have a void method here, this is a method which is being created inside demo class. Now inside this method, if I have a let's say p variable and value is 30, okay, and I want to print this p variable. So in this demo class we have certain variables declared outside fun method, and we have certain variable declared inside fun method. Okay, these particular variable declared int p is called as the local variable, and the variables declared inside a class are called as instance variable. So whenever you want to access these variables, you have to create object of that class and access those variables. Try to access the variables. Let's create a object of demo class. Okay, d dot a, so I am trying to access the first variable of class demo, which is an instance variable, and we have already assigned the value. Now let's access the other variable, d dot b. So b is our instance variable, and we have not assigned any value to b. Let's try to see what it prints on the console screen. Then let's try to access the another variable, that is string name. Even for name we haven't assigned any value, so we will see on the console what default value it will take. And d dot last name. For last name we have already assigned a value abc, and this should be printed on the console screen on execution. Okay, another one is you also have a method inside class demo. So I will try to access fun method. Okay, sorry. We are changing the return type because we are returning the int variable here, and we are calling that method. So let's try to execute and see what it returns. First thing is that we have assigned the value of a. So while accessing demo class object, we are able to see that a is printed. Let me again execute it. A is printed, value of a is printed. For B, we haven't provided any value. That's the reason it is taking the default value for integer, and default value for integer is 0. For string, we haven't provided any value and we are trying to print it. So default value of string is null. And then for last name, we have provided a value ABC, same is been printed on the screen. Then we are calling the fun method. Inside fun method we have a local variable p, and we are trying to print that local variable on the screen. So p is printed. It's printing 2 times because we are returning it again. So even if we remove this statement, it will get printed. Okay, so here you can see that the class variables we have declared, and we have also declared the local variables. Now what is the use of declaring class variables or instance variables is, if you have another class, for example public void names, and now you can print this. You don't have to create a separate variable inside names. You can use the same variable name here, that is last name, and you are able to access the instance variable inside the methods which you have created in that particular class. Okay, and let's try to print that. D dot names method. Okay, let's do like this. Even if we just call the method, it will print. Okay, so we are able to see that ABC is being printed on the screen, which is the last name. This last name variable we are able to access because we have declared it on instance level and not on the local level. If I want to access P in the function names, I won't be able to do that because the scope of P variable is inside fun class only, which is this block. Okay, so that's the reason if I am trying to print P, I'm getting a error here which says that create local variable P. We have already created a local variable but in different method. So to avoid creating such variables, we use instance class variables. That's it guys, thanks all.